the last nail. Hope you're all doing well. I'm taking a break today from my summer concert series, today being June 25th. It's around a little after 1 o'clock, and it's a beautiful day. We got clouds rolling in. My temperature gauge up here says it's about 78 degrees, and I got my Colorado hat on. So I'm heading north on 95th Street. It will soon turn into hover, I think it's hover, up in Longmont. So we're going to go up there, and today again is going to be a little different because I'm going to talk about a change that I'm making in my life. It's a change, it's really a process. It's not an event. It's not like, oh gee, today I'm doing A and tomorrow I'll be doing B. This is actually something that started last February, probably around February 20th. Well, here I am back in the truck. Now, I was just driving up 95th when I cut it off and getting ready to go north on Hover Street. I came up here to Longmont, Colorado, simply because I felt like it. And since I really hadn't had anything to eat all day yet, which is not a good idea, I stopped off at Whole Foods. And the reason I stopped off at Whole Foods is related to the purpose of this video. So the purpose of the video, as I alluded to before, oh yeah, and by the way, we're having a terrific, oh, I may have just caught some lightning. Let's see if I did. Okay, we're going through a terrific thunderstorm right now, and I pulled off of the diagonal highway onto a side street, and I've seen a few bolts of lightning. Lightning is very difficult to catch in really any type of photography. So I'm going to let my camera hang out a little bit and see if I can catch some lightning. Now, I'm fairly distant from it, but I am near some trees. So let's just see what happens. I can certainly hear the thunder still, but I'll talk a little bit while I'm at it about the purpose. Oh, there's something down there, but I don't think I caught it. Some lightning more towards the west. Oh, there's some right there. So I'm filming this at about 24, 25 frames per second, and I should be able to catch some lightning on a still. So let's just see what happens. But the reason for the video, there's some thunder, oh, there's some lightning, and I might have caught that one, is I've made a change in my lifestyle starting back in February. It's now the end of June. It's definitely summer. And June 25th today, so summer was really last Sunday, or started last Sunday, and I have made a decision to move to continue the process towards a plant-based diet. There are a few reasons. One reason is that I turned 65 in March, and, you know, we're doing the whole Medicare, and I thought, you know, I'd like to have some quality to my life, live in my elderly years in much better health. There's a nice bolt right there, another one. So we're definitely getting bolts of lightning and the thunder that goes with it. So there's another one. Now the lightning is really hitting south of here. It sounds like there's a bolt coming down about every 10 to 20 seconds. So it's really intensifying. Right here in Longmont, where I am, it's not really doing anything except raining a little bit. So I think the storm is passing more south of here. So we'll see what I can end up getting. But so I was just saying, I'm 65. Here's my thinking. When we were kids, we were taught about certain food groups. The food groups were meat, dairy, vegetables, starches, dairy, and so forth. That's what we were taught in the schools, and that's what the food groups that we were taught by the USDA. Well, things have changed. The food groups, certain food groups we're looking at now, we're looking at green vegetables. Then we're looking at fruit. And I'm kind of going up the scale as far as calories per pound. Then above that, we're looking at starchy vegetables. Then as we go further up the scale, then we're looking at grains, we're looking at legumes, and then higher up the scale, we start looking at lean meat, say lean red meats, lean pork, chicken, and so forth. Probably fish, probably any kind of fish. And then above that, we have the refined foods. And pretty much refined foods, you have your pizzas, it's just anything in the store that has processing. And then the most caloric dense food are oils. I have to include olive oil in there. And the reading I've been doing on oil is it's about 3,600 calories per pound, which is astronomical. I can't really discern oil. It could be my synthetic motor oil, or we're taught to see olive oil as a healthy oil. And I believe that is because olive oil has omega-3s, which are important. So I'm continuing my drive back to Boulder, got the windshield wipers going, and I'm still south of Longmont. Not really sure what street I'm coming up to, but it's really dark out. But I think the thunderstorm is passing by here as the intensity of the rain is letting up. And it sure is beautiful in here. It's just amazing. I just love driving my 4x4 truck down this street. I have, what's nice is I've got all-terrain tires, so I'm doing pretty good. I'm going to shut this off, and I think I'm going to keep going straight. Whatever, let's see what street this is coming up. This looks like 73rd Street, so I'm definitely in some farm and ranch country. Okay, turn the camera off there. Just wanted to make sure that I was giving the intersection my full attention. That's my fist there on the steering wheel. Oh, and I'm going to pull over here. This looks really interesting in here. Over to my right, is something that I didn't expect to see here. This is Niwot Cemetery State Historical Site. Now, I did get out of the truck to see if I could get an umbrella out, which I can't find, and it's still thundering out there. I don't think it's safe to be walking in there, but I'll have to come back here. And this looks like there's probably some very old grave markers in here. It would really be very interesting to walk through and see who's actually buried here. So that's Niwot Cemetery State Historical Site. So Bruce the Last Nail again. There's a little mountain that you see ahead. It's a hill. It's called Haystack Hill. And I'm now west of Niwot, Colorado, as I work my way back to Boulder. The thunderstorm is pretty much passed by, and there's a golf course here too. I don't know if you can see the course. All the green there is part of the Haystack golf course. It's a public course. It's 9 holes, and I'm stopping here. Now, I can still hear thunder, but the storm is now east of here, moving east. Oh, I should be pretty safe. So I'm going to take a walk around here and maybe show you some sights. This is the first time I've been here. There's a John Deere tractor. It would be fitting to have tractors at a golf course. And as I turn around, here's a very old looking barn, which they probably have supplies, and they probably park a few of the tractors in there. There's supposed to also be a driving range here. So I know there's a stream ahead as I can hear the water, and I passed it as I came up. And I think that might be Left Hand Creek. I'm not sure, but that's my guess. I think St. Vrain Creek is north of here, and we're definitely much further north than Boulder Creek, so that's probably Left Hand Creek. So I want to get back to the change that I'm making in my life. So I was just talking about the new food groups, the new food groupings as compared to the old food groupings. I'm going on a Dr. Joel Fuhrman. He's been on Dr. Oz's show quite a bit, and I read his book, Eat to Live, quite a few years ago, and I'm going through his book much more. Now, he has a process called nutritarian eating, which instead of, say, focusing on calories taken in versus calories burned, he focuses on the nutrients. He focuses on the nutrient groups, and that's basically what I'm focusing on. And there's also a study, I don't remember who the author of the study is, but it's called the China Study. And it just basically says that our nutrients derived from animal products are just not healthy for us. So I'm trying to get off of any and all animal nutrients as much as I can. Now, I want to put a disclaimer in. This has nothing to do with politics. I'm not trying to sell anything. This is just a change that I'm making in my life. I've already dropped since early April. I was up to 228 pounds, which I've been at several times in my life. In fact, I've been heavier than that. As of this morning, I'm right around 208 or 209, so I've dropped about 20 pounds. And when you're looking at nutrient eating, you're really looking at the nutrients that you take in, and your body will tell you when you go from hunger to non-hunger. So, and I'm also just giving a nutshell approach. I think if this is something that you're interested in, you need to read up on it. You need to probably start reading up on health science. And I'm also taking a scientific approach towards this. Here's one of the holes here. I'm not sure if this is like a practice pitching hole. It doesn't have a hole number on it. There's a couple of golfers out there. So I don't know if they're going to hit to here. I don't see any adjoining fairways. But it's quite beautiful. And what even makes it more beautiful is just having a thunderstorm pass by. Good old Colorado thunderstorm. It's actually cooled off. I would probably say it's in the high 60s right now, possibly the low 70s. So this is Bruce. I'm going southbound on Highway 36 towards Boulder. This is really the main road from Lyons to Boulder, and if you're going to go beyond Lyons, you would go up northwest of there up to Estes Park, and that takes you up to Rocky Mountain National Park, which I hope to get up there. I've been doing this about a year, and I haven't gotten up there once yet. So I'm going to go ahead and wind up, and I just want to say in conclusion that the change that I'm making is not an event. This is not just something that I just turn a switch on and do and everything's perfect, or as David Bowie would say, everything is hunky-dory. It's a process, and it changes, it evolves. It evolves every day. It evolves with education. The biggest thing is to educate yourself. And then the other thing is get out and try some things. Try recipes. Last night I made a really nice queso dip that was really good. It tastes very much like cheese. And the main ingredient was cauliflower, as well as a few other ingredients, and it was a recipe that I got off one of the YouTube channels. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wind this up, and if you like this YouTube, I know it's kind of a different one. It's kind of similar to the one that I did a year ago on Who is Bruce. But if you liked it, give me a thumbs up, and please go subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thank you for coming along for the ride with me. Goodbye.